Hello. Oh my gosh, I have like this nervous energy in my body, like excitement. It's good, it's fun. I want to pop on here really quickly because I just got off my amazing group coaching call. So I have a program called the Soulfully Abundant Coaching Program, and I right now have 7 amazing women in that program. We just got off call, and this came up in the call, and we talk about this a lot, but so many of us get stuck in these negative thought spins, right? Like we're stuck. We're paralyzed by our negative thoughts, or not paralyzed and like just sinking deeper and deeper into all of these negative emotions. And it's the first thing that I have to be really clear with my clients is that it's okay when those negative thoughts come. That is part of the biggest problem when we have any negative thought is we hate it. We're mad at ourselves for thinking about it. We're disappointed in ourselves. We feel guilt and shame over thoughts that we have. But we are not our thoughts, you guys. We are so much more than our thoughts. And if you allow every single thought if you allow negative thoughts to define you, then you're gonna feel horrible about yourself. You're gonna feel lost and trapped and unworthy and not enough. And so on this call, I'm coaching one of my clients, and we're trying on new thoughts. We're like doing some perception shift work, right? And I was asking her how these new thoughts felt. And there are moments when if she would just focus on one of the thoughts that was easing her into a different belief, it felt good, like it felt better, it felt a little lighter. But then these negative thoughts would come in, flooding her mind to just basically completely disregard the possibility of a new belief, and then she'd be trapped again. She'd be trapped again in this negative thought spiral where you feel guilt and shame and inadequate and sadness and anxiety and depression, like all of these things that come up. And you have to allow for these negative, unserving thoughts to come. The problem with not allowing them is we fight them, right? So when you don't allow them, and what I mean by allow, I don't mean believe. I mean simply to acknowledge that thought occurred in your brain, right? Just because the thought occurred, just because a sentence happened in your brain, doesn't mean it's true. Doesn't mean that you have to believe it. But we don't question this, right? When we have a thought like, I didn't do well enough. I didn't do good enough. I'm not good enough. I should have done that. I should have done this. I should be this far. I don't even know who I am, right? These are some of the thoughts that were coming up with not just this client, but it comes up with all of my clients, right? Like, I don't even know who I am. Is that really even me? I mean, am I even good at that anymore? Who am I? I'm so lost. I'm so stuck. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Right? That is such an occurring thought for so many of my clients. Like, I can't, I don't know how. What's wrong with me, right? And then that thought leads to like, what's wrong with me? Something's gone terribly wrong. And that is part of the problem, you guys. Nothing has gone terribly wrong. I promise you, nothing has gone terribly wrong. You are not your thoughts. You are so much more than your thoughts. Your thoughts are a tool. They're something you can use to help you better your life. But we use our thoughts so often against us, right? When that negative, unserving thought comes in your mind, you're not questioning it. You're not challenging it. You're just simply believing that it's true. And then you're finding all of this evidence around your life and from your past to prove this negative belief about yourself true in your mind. Right? It doesn't make it true just because you believe it's true. It's a choice. And I help my clients see that, but I also help them just allow for themselves to be where they are, allow themselves to feel insecure, to feel sad, to feel lonely, to feel guilt, to feel shame, without sinking so deeply where they're like so emotionally stuck in that place. And then it starts affecting everything else in their life in a way that they don't want, that they don't really truly desire, because they're fighting it. They're making it mean there's something wrong with them for having this thought or for feeling this way. Your emotions are valid. All your emotions are valid. But we need to check in with, do we really want to feel that way? And most of the time, all of you would probably be like, no, I don't want to fucking feel this way. I don't want to feel angry. I don't want to lash out at my husband. I don't want to feel insecure. I don't want to feel lost. I don't want to feel guilt all the time. You know, I want to feel amazing and loving and confident and secure. But then when we even imagine feeling that way, that inner critic, that ego, those negative thoughts come flooding in and you believe them. And so much of this work that I do with my clients is learning that it's a choice and learning to step into awareness of those thoughts as they're happening. So we come up with like, wow, pay attention to this list of thoughts that you just said to me, and you told it to me as though it was fact. You told me this stream of negative thoughts as though it was a fact and unchangeable. And I'm here, your coach, telling you that these are opinions and these are choices and these are perspectives that you don't really want to believe about yourself. And I'm here to show you that you can actually choose something else. But let's just be aware of these. Let's not hate yourself for thinking them. It's really okay that they're there. Let's just be aware. Let's just be aware. We don't have to jump to happy, everything's perfect land, because you're not going to believe that either. Let's ease our way there. And it's a process, and it doesn't always click right away. And then sometimes it does. And this call was so amazing, because there were moments when you see it click, or when they're like, everybody's nodding, and then someone through the past weeks, they've just had these transformations, and we're just getting started. Like this, I'm only 2 weeks into this program. It's a 3-month program, my Soulfully Abundant program. And so many of these women have already seen shifts. And I always remind them, like, that's amazing, write that, it's beautiful, but know that it's gonna be a roller coaster, right? And it can be a fun roller coaster, right? I'm all about having fun in the process, but you're gonna feel like, oh, I got it, I get it, and then you're gonna slip, and you may feel disappointment in yourself, and then we fight that, and then all those negative thoughts come streaming in, and then we think we're a failure, right? And then it's this cycle. And so I really help my clients understand that they don't have to stay stuck in that cycle, that this work is the gateway out. Like, it's your exit, and it doesn't mean that exit is just going to be smooth sailing the whole way, but you'll know how to manage it so much more. And what we led into this call, what I'm really working on with the women in this program right now for this next week, is all about worthiness. And when you truly understand how undeniably worthy you are, how loved you are, how beautifully and wonderfully made you are, and that nothing you've ever done or said, and nothing anybody else has ever done or said to you can change that or define you or make you less enough, less worthy, to really truly believe that and feel it in your body, it changes everything. And I can't insert that into my clients, like this feeling of just like, I am so enough and I am so loved. Like, I tell myself that every single day. And the more I do that, the more I believe it, the more I really feel that I'm enough. And when I feel that I'm enough, I start radiating it. It goes into my relationship. It goes into my habits, my routines. It goes into my business. It changes everything. That is the rock. That is like the core that I truly believe will help anybody in any area of their life that they want to improve, is to connect to their undeniable worthiness. And I just wish I could insert it into all of you, like to truly viscerally feel it. Like my heart is heavy in the best way right now, like of just love. Like I just get to feel that all the time, and that doesn't mean I don't feel negative emotion. That doesn't mean that I don't have negative thoughts. I do. I just know that I'm never gonna sink below to rock bottom, because this rock solid support of love and worthiness is there to hold me, is there to help me. And that's one of the main things I try to instill in my clients. Anyways, I just wanted to jump on here because I got so excited after this group call with these women that I feel I love this work. I am so blessed. I am so lucky that I get to help people connect to this and understand this and truly feel better in their life and truly feel love for themselves so they can love the people they love more. Like I have a perfect job. I'm so blessed to share this, and I felt inspired. I wanted to get on and share. I hope that this was helpful. I have another coaching call, so I have to go, but yeah, drop a comment below, or I'll post this on my feed as well if this resonates with you, if you want to learn more about it. I'm a girl. Okay. Bye guys. Happy Saturday.